This whole area is part of just a decline in this portion of the city. You know, we did all these things to revitalize downtown and Bricktown, but this, to me, it's just an extension of that area that hasn't been touched yet to revitalize it. Probably has the same potential as the other areas, just hasn't been tapped into. My understanding of the history of the New Linwood Laundry Dry Cleaners building is that it started out in a very small building on the western end of the block. And then the founder of that then bought the next business over, and then bought the next business over, and then bought the next business over, until he had bought the entire block. That as he encompassed all these different businesses, he just took off their roofs, went up about 10 feet, and put a roof over the entire thing. And so when you walk around the inside of the building, there are walls that don't go all the way to the ceiling. And those rooms don't have a roof at this point. I mean, they have a roof, but it's 10 feet above the top wall. It was just added onto and added onto and added onto. You know, we're just taking down lines that we don't need. There's plumbing lines everywhere, obviously. They were dry cleaners, so there's water lines that don't have any water going to them that we just need to take out of the ceiling. So we're doing that kind of thing. We need a scissor hoist. If anybody out there wants to give us a scissor hoist, we need a scissor hoist so that we can get up to the ceiling line. The water lines are in the ceiling, not down around the floor, and so that's an interesting feature. We have 2 boilers that they have a 6-inch gas line coming into them. It's obviously capped. It doesn't come into the building now, but when it was operational, they had a 700 horsepower boiler. They had 2 of them to just heat the water for the building. And those are still in the building, and we'll eventually cut them up and take them out. It's a fascinating building. It's got a fascinating history, and we're just excited to be here doing what we're doing and trying to make a difference for our community on every facet of our community. It was big enough to accommodate our dreams, and it was still in the downtown area where our population was. And we knew that people were kind of being moved from our previous area this direction. With the Court to Shore, we were just on the edge of Court to Shore. We had 3 houses within the Court to Shore area that we were doing sober living out of. And so we've sold all of that. But we feel like we can be maybe the spotlight in the middle of downtown that's between those who have a lot and those who don't have much, and those who wish to reach across those boundaries. Our mission, our mission statement is that we seek to reflect the transforming love of Christ, alleviate poverty, and then facilitate physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. And the way we do that is we have a food pantry right now, we have a thrift store. We did have residential sober living for about 4 men. We're transitioning out of that into outpatient, where we'll have counseling and support groups and life skills classes. Ultimately, our goal is to take someone in our food pantry, find out why they're there, see if we can get that fixed all within this building. So we want to have job training on site. We want to be able to, if it's an interview problem, teach them how to interview. If it's a reading problem, teach them how to read. And we will do all of that within the confines of this building, we hope. And then we'll refer to other people, of course, but as much as we can, we would like to do that here.